Well, welcome everybody back to the Flying Doghouse. Hope everybody's keeping well. So as I had previously announced over on our YouTube channel, our next video is going to be a review of some of the fun things that we have found freeware-wise in 2024, and we're going to focus on Flightsim.to as our source. So that's where we're going today. So we're going to spend a few minutes kind of walking through our favorite utilities that we have discovered over on Flightsim.to. And then we're also going to walk through a list of our airfields of choice, a place that we enjoy either flying into or flying out of, either individually or in a group flight setting. Same for aircraft, right? So we've sort of picked the things in 2024 that we've discovered and have had, the most fun with. So we'll take a look at each one of those. And then last but not least, we're going to take a peek at a few aircraft mods that you might not be aware of. And those are model specific, so hopefully this will help someone out who might be enjoying an aircraft but feels like it might need a little bit of help to be a little bit better. So we're going to take our time and walk through this list. I am not ranking any of the items in the categories, so they're really there to shine and stand alone. So I'm not going to compare them to each other to come to a subjective which one is better. I think anyone looking at this list would rank them differently than I would anyway. So anyway, interested to hear some of your thoughts. If I missed something in the in my particular list that you feel is review worthy, please drop that in the comments below. I'm also going to create a comprehensive list of download links for each of these items to make it easier for everybody who's watching the video. If they're interested in something and checking that out, they can easily find it on Flightsim.to. As we know, sometimes using their search engine is an opportunity in and of itself, and we'll just leave that at that. Okay, welcome back. We're going to take a peek at some airfields. So we're going to visit both Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and Flight Sim 2024. I'm going to kind of roll through the list. So let's take a look at what we have selected here. All right, so I guess first up, transparency disclosure here. Two Dogs Designs definitely did the work for Muscle Shoals, which is KMSL in Northwest Alabama. And I wanted to give a shout out to my partner in crime, who really did the heavy lifting on that particular airport. And it was a labor of love, and he's done a heck of a job with it and started working on it long before we really had any sort of conversations about doing anything as far as scenery development or having a YouTube channel. So anyway, major shout out to my partner here at Two Dogs, and we'll take a look at that one at the end of this particular segment. We're also going to look at Kern Valley, which is located in California. It's absolutely gorgeous. And the scenery developer has done a heck of a job with paying a lot of good attention to detail and adding some good immersion kinds of things to that particular airfield that can be enjoyed in 2024. So if you're in walk-around mode there, definitely worth your while. And if you're using Flightsim 2020, it's definitely worth traversing around the airport with a drone camera. So again, everything that's on our list is going to work in 2024. So I would say that we're making a few tweaks to Muscle Shoals. So we're cleaning up a few things and then adding a couple of cool new features that weren't included in 2020. But I'll leave that for the release of that later. In addition to that, there are lots of other neat airfields that you can experience. And you may not stumble on these on your own, so that's yet another reason why we're including them in the list. So Duxford in the UK is a marvelous place to fly in and out of. It's a good location in the UK. Lots of neat scenery and things. Lots of neat scatter and stuff has been incorporated into that particular airfield. And it has been recently updated for Microsoft Flight Simulator 24. So, again, to take advantage, I think, of some of the walk-around features that are available in the new product. So if you don't have Duxford, pop over to Flightsim.to and grab that. And then also another one of my favorites, because I like high-speed jets, is flying into and out of RAF Valley, which is very convenient to making high-speed runs down through the Mach loop. So if you enjoy that kind of activity, I definitely think that you would enjoy RAF Valley as a potential download. And then we have some favorites over in the United States, or I guess in that same ilk, right? So Edwards Air Force Base in California has also been very, very well done. And it's fun to get out and walk around at that particular air base as well. Seymour Johnson Air Force Base in Goldsboro, North Carolina. It's been there for a very, very long time. It has a lot of history. Has some personal history for me. But at any rate, that's another very well done Air Force Base if you enjoy that. And then also, last but not least, with that particular ilk is Nellis Air Force Base right outside of Las Vegas. So that airfield, too, has had a lot of work done on it. It's very, very well done. And again, if you enjoy it, have at it. But anyway, we've included a couple of general aviation locations, which would have been also Shoals and Kern Valley, and Duxford to a certain extent. And then the rest of those are focused more on military instead of civilian operations. So that's our list. So we're just going to work our way through each of these, and we'll jump into the sim, and we'll have a peek. So I'm gonna pause the recording of the video here, and then I'm gonna spawn into Kern Valley, and then we're gonna have a walk around the airfield, and we'll visit the coffee shop and take a look at some of the scatter that was included with that, and we'll go from there. So back shortly. Okay, we're getting set up here at Kern Valley. Let's jump over into the sim. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Here we are at Kern Valley Airport. This place is charming. Got some benches and a bicycle, and check out the sanitation rating. I've got my headlamp on here since it's dark 30 in the morning. Interesting local map. Information about the airport cafe here. Go back over here. And we got some folks hanging out. Getting ready to go on their flight. Yeah, the developer who did the work here at Kern Valley did an exceptional job. This was actually, I think, the very first freeware add-in I ever installed in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. So this is just a cool place. It's very scenic. Quite lovely. You can see that there has been some love and some attention to detail kind of poured out here. We got chalks on the ground and picnic tables and signs on the hangers and all sorts of fun things. So if you haven't downloaded this, I would encourage you to do so. It's very, very well done. I will have a quick walk this way. There's a camping area on the opposite end of the airfield. And we're not going to walk all the way down there, I don't think. We'll just see how long it takes us. Our pilot today is a healthy young man, so he should be able to handle this with no problem at all. Yeah, you can see down here at the bottom of the hill some additional stuff. Yeah, maybe we will walk down here a little ways. But again, good attention to detail here with the fencing around the airport. Terrain looks great. But anyway, hopefully this will help you make a decision about whether you want to download this particular airport or not. Again, I think it's very, very well done. And the surrounding geography is just incredible. And windsock down here at the bottom. And we're not going to walk all the way back. I'll jump back into the cockpit. We'll use teleporting magic to make that happen. And to be honest, I wasn't really sure whether or not I was going to be all that enamored with the ability to be able to walk outside the plane and do things. But I do think it adds some immersion. And I don't think it makes things too gamey. Although this is a game, we can call it a sim. And certainly that's a component of it. But, you know, there are lots of different ways to enjoy different things. So, very, very interested to see where this goes. Alright, we're almost down here. Guess we should have taken the bus. And we'll walk across the runway. We'll see, make sure there's nothing coming. There's our windsock circle. And we've got some additional static aircraft parked down here in this area. And I think I spot a tent on the ground. It's either that or a car in the parking lot. We'll find out when we get down here. If you watch videos on Jonathan's Virtual Flight Online channel, he does a lot of his aircraft shakedown videos from here. If you're looking for a virtual airline to fly, in addition to career mode in 2024, I wholeheartedly recommend that. That virtual airline is very, very well done. So I'll put a link in the description of the video below. All right, here we go. We got some tents and things here. So again, just a very, very cool general aviation airfield. And let's use some teleporting magic here and we'll go back to the plane. Man, that was a quick walk, wasn't it? All right. So there you go. Kern Valley. Hope you enjoyed the tour. I'm going to pause the video and then spawn into our next location. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We have spawned into Edwards Air Force Base. Thought I'd mix it up a little bit. So we're sitting on the ramp here, and let's go ahead and jump into the sim. Here we go. We're in the trusty baked-in A10 from Flightsim 2024. And as you can see, we are in walk-around mode, so we'll have a little bit of a jog. We'll go check out this C-17 sitting here on the ramp. Say hello to the moose. You know, I haven't tried this. I wonder if it'll let me walk up into the airplane. Let's see. Nope. Nice try. That would be cool, though. Oh, here's a big, ugly, fat fella here sitting on the ramp. But Edwards Air Force Base is quite large, right? So there's a section in the back for NASA related stuff. Here's our B-52 friend. And we've got some beautiful scenery going on here. Here's C5 Galaxy and another C-17. And I am not going to visit every part of this air base because it's huge and it would take quite a bit of time. If you're interested in us doing a full-blown video of the entire base on the channel, drop a comment in the comment section below the video. I'm gonna walk over here to this hangar and see if there's anything going on in here. I know that there are some airplanes tucked in quite a few different places. Guess we can walk through the hangar and go back out the back door. But again, you can see how much work and level of detail that's been done to these hangars. They're very, very cool. Alright, here we go. Into the car park. And we'll head this way for a minute or three. Now, I'm not sure how much updating has been done to this particular airfield for 2024 specifically. I don't think it's had an update in the last bit, but it's possible. Not going to let me go through here. So some of these things are hard stop. Again, I'm just sort of aimlessly wandering around here on the base. And we'll make our way a little further along down here, and then we'll teleport back over to our A10, getting in our morning walk. Yeah, I think I remember there's some aircraft in this hangar here. Yeah, I'll walk up this way. Yep, here we go. A little stealth bomber action there. Looks like we got another moose. But again, this airfield is very, very well done. Here we go. Spirit of America right here. Let's see if there's anything over in this hangar. Well, we're almost down to the control tower. Yeah, there's something hiding in here. What we got? Well, it's a bone. There we go. There's a B-1 on this end and a stealth bomber on the other. All right, but I think this gives you a sense of what's available here at Edwards. So again, this may not be your aviation cup of tea, but again, this works marvelously both in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 and in 2024. All right, let's jump back over to our bird. Here we go. Our teleporting magic is complete. We're back in our A-10 cockpit here. All right, so that's our overview of Edwards Air Force Base. Hopefully you've enjoyed this particular segment. And we will pause the recording of the video here. And we'll be off to our next destination. Back soon. Okay, we're back. And we're at RAF Valley in the UK. With lots of interesting scenery around us. So let's switch over into the sim. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so we're outside our A-10. And we're surrounded by stuff. Let's have a walk this way. Look at these Hawks. These are cool. A couple of Hawks, I think, available in the sim, at least in 2020. Not sure it's ready for 2024 yet. But this base is quite active. And the developer has just done a wonderful job with all the scatter. It looks great. We'll do the same thing we did at Edwards. We'll walk around a little bit. And we'll leave some of this for you to explore on your own in your own leisure. There are several different parts of this airfield that have been done. I'll walk over here to the hangar. I'll go for a little bit of a jog. I think we're going to find some more Hawks and some more related scatter that we saw out on the ramp. But you never know what you're going to find when you're wandering around in a piece of scenery like this. Oh yeah, here we go. We got a red arrow parked over here. Yeah, this is one of my favorite liveries. I think it's gorgeous. It's very, very cool. All right. Well, Nobody over here working. They're having their lunch break. All right, we'll go this way. Anyway, just trying to give you a flavor in terms of what's here. Lots of cool things sitting on the ground. I think one of the things that they have done a good job with is walking around like this outside of the plane gives you a much better perspective in terms of scale. Oh, here we go. We've got an F-35 sitting over here too. Ah, yes, adorned with the appropriate livery. Very cool stuff. Oh, there's another hangar. Let's see what this has to offer. And then we will make our way back over to the plane. Yeah, this looks like ground maintenance equipment. Well, that's still cool. There we go. Lots of different kinds of vehicles here in yon. But as you can see, there are multiple hangars on the other side of the airfield. I'll go down here to the fire department. And if you have never been privy to a firefighting exercise with jet fuel involved, you just can't even imagine the amount of smoke and heat that entails. Alright, I'm going to go over here and crunch across some of this grass and gravel. At any rate, you can see how vast this particular airfield is too. It's not as big as Edwards, but it's still massive. And very, very cool. And very, very well done. Alright, so this is RAF Valley. Definitely worth a download. It's one of my favorites in the UK for sure. And we'll see if we can't jump into the friendly confines of our A10. And have a look at our neighbors again. Pretty hawks all in a row. Very, very cool stuff. All right, there you go. RAF Valley. Echo Golf Oscar Victor. Okay, I guess while we're here in the UK, we'll make our way over to Duxford. So we will be back shortly. Okay, we're back. We're at Duxford. EGSU in the UK. There's a lot of cool stuff here. Switch over here to the sim. We'll stop with the music and listen to the birds chirp. Alright, so this is one of the places on my bucket list. So want to be able to come and visit this place. All sorts of things to explore here. No visit to any airfield in 24 would not be complete without the incredible levitating plane. It's Darth Vader's over here too. Alright, here we go. So, lots of different vintage aircraft here. There's the F5. We'll make our way down this way. A tail dragger with a levitated tail. I guess it has a tail to tell. Here we go. There's our first dad joke in the videos. But that's okay. So again, just trying to give you a sense of what is available here. This is just really, really cool. Yeah, Microsoft to get the ground stuff worked out with the airplanes. Yeah, I wonder if these are hard stop gates or if we can go through them. Let's try. Ah, yeah. No worries there. Let's see what we got here. Oh, there you go. Sightseeing flights. That sounds like something cool. Yeah, look at the attention to detail with the shed. This is great. A booking office. Make sure you stay safe. Alright, let's go this way. Over here to the fire department and the tower. Yeah, we'll go through the fence again. I haven't tried this. Let's see what we get. We go inside the tower. I'm gonna guess it's probably empty, or it won't let us in. Yeah, it's empty. Oh, there's some stuff over here on the back side of the house that we'll go check out. Again, this has been recently updated for 2024, so it looks like maybe they've added some additional things. There's some artwork to hide some of the infrastructure stuff. Yeah, let's walk over here. Air and sea. Oh, there we go. A picture of a Corsair. That's kind of cool. All right, I'm gonna guess that this is probably not populated either, but let's find out. Yeah, it's empty. Still cool nonetheless. All right. I think we've got a spit over here. Yeah, with a Malcolm hood. I know that's my favorite addition to the P-47 Thunderbolt. It's just very cool. Much, much better than the bird cage. Alright, there we go. So now we're on the opposite side of the fence. Looks like they have taken great attention to detail with the signage, which is great. Let's see what this is. This must be an active conservatory hangar here where they're doing aircraft restoration. And this definitely looks like a period World War II building. This is very, very good. Keep it clean. Trash picked up. We got more stuff over here too. Again, more period quarters and such. Restrooms. Oh, it's like a gun placement. That's kind of interesting. Walk over here and look at the sign. Yeah, coastal defense gun. That makes sense. That's very cool. And now we are over behind the museum. The walkway goes back around the building. Oh, check that out. Okay. If this hasn't convinced you to download this Airfield, I don't think anything will. This is an awesome spot. I believe there's just imagery on the front of the museum building here. But there are a lot of vintage aircraft in this hangar space. Again, can't wait to be able to, perhaps if I'm lucky, and tick this off my bucket list. Yeah, it's empty. All right, nonetheless, very, very cool stuff here at Duxford. All right, let's teleport ourselves back to our Tiger Moth. Yeah. Back to the friendly confines of the Tiger Moth. And if you don't have this aircraft, this one is not, it's not freeware. It is absolutely awesome. I have really, really enjoyed flying this, so good stuff for low and slow. And if you've never taken a ride in an open cockpit airplane, it's definitely a bucket list worthy experience. All right. So we are moving right along through our aircraft list, or airport list. Easy for me to say. So we will pause it here, and we will proceed on to our next destination. We'll head back across the pond to the U.S. and visit another spot. Okay, back soon. Okay, we're back. We're now at Nellis Air Force Base, right outside of Las Vegas, Nevada. Home of the U.S. Thunderbirds. Let's jump in to see them have a walk around. Alright, here we are right outside our trusty A-10. So quite a few of these aircraft that are on the ground are from, I guess, Red Flag. Gonna walk around a little bit, check this stuff out. A variety of different kinds of liveries here. And we'll spin around here a little bit and get the idea of how big this airbase is too. Cargo across the way. But you can get a good idea of the depth and scope of scenery here. Looks like there's a moose down here at the far end of the airfield. Yeah, this looks like more cargo. Again, this is going to give you a very similar experience to Edwards Air Force Base in terms of variety of locations and different aircraft positioned all over the place. I'll walk back down here real quick. So this airfield also works very well in both 2020N and 2024. And since we're using walk-around mode here, we are using 2024 for this video. And we'll make our way over here to the Thunderbird signage. Not too far from where I positioned our A-10. Yeah, here we go. At any rate, this is another one that's been very, very well done and has a variety of different kinds of aircraft on the ground, add to the immersive experience. It's a lot of fun. One of my faves. I like flying from Nellis to Edwards. And have done that with a variety of different aircraft in the sim. Actually, one of my favorites to do this route is flying a Moose, a 17. If you don't have that one, you need to go grab it. And I believe there's a 17 that's included with the Premium Deluxe edition of 2024. All right. Well, I'll leave the rest of Nellis for you to explore. And again, download links will be included in the description in the video. But we're not done yet, so we're going to pause it here. And we'll be back. Okay, we're back in the sim, and we're in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 this time. And we're going to take a look at Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. So, let me switch over to sim. And here we are at the ramp here at Seymour Johnson. So one of the things that I did notice is there is a bug in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 with this particular airfield. It's really not a bug. It's really more of a setting in terms of how the parking spots are working. And I noticed that there are some commercial AI-generated aircraft that are showing up on the ramp. And it's because of one of the settings for those particular parking places that's causing that. So that's going to be a change that the developer is going to need to make. So I'm just going to make use of the drone camera here. And we're not going to tarry around too much. You can see that there's a fleet of air-to-air refueling tankers here at Seymour Johnson. And this is a really cool air base. Anyway, we'll speed our way down the taxiway here over to the control tower. And we got some traffic moving around on the base. Here's our control tower rendering. And we should have C-17 sitting on the ramp here, and we do. Fuel trucks. Wander over here, some cool scatter. A C-17 from McCord dropping off some stuff. And then we have lots of hangars here for fighters and other fun things here. Anyway, you can see that it's very, very well done. Definitely worth downloading, and it does work just fine in 2024, but it is visually distracting to see civilian aircraft sitting on top of these tankers. So, at any rate, we'll drop the developer a message and let them know it's a quick fix. They'll just have to publish a quick patch, and then you'll be on your way. So, there we have it. Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. I think I mentioned that this air base has been here for quite some time. I did get the opportunity to spend some time during the summer here, and at that particular time there was there were B-52s in addition to the tanker aircraft, and there was also some F-4 Phantoms that were located here too back in the day. And I have to say that the F-4s are quite loud, as if the B-52s weren't. But anyway, this is Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. It's located in eastern North Carolina in the United States. And like every other airport that we have visited here during this particular video, there will be a link to download this in the description below. So, okay, on to the next place. I think our final destination now is Muscle Shoals. So we'll give that a look here. All right, we'll be back shortly. All right, we're back in the sim. We're in Muscle Shoals, Alabama. I'm standing outside the Reams rocket here, one of the hangars. So let's go ahead and switch over to the sim. And here we go. Welcome to the recording capital of the world. And the amount of hit records that have been recorded in Muscle Shoals is absolutely astounding. The list of artists is really mind-numbing. So I'm going to tootle around here in the airport, give you an idea of what's here. But we have literally redone all of the texturing here. So runways, taxiways, all the taxiway markings, the lighting, the ground lighting, everything has been redone. As I mentioned, my partner in crime at Two Dogs Designs really spent a lot of time on this airfield. And it's his hometown, so that kind of makes sense too. Alright, but you can see there's some attention to detail here. Fire department. Control tower facility. Lots of things going on here. But one of the things I did want to show off was the night lighting that was worked on. It's very, very impressive. And there's a little bit of poetic license here taken. So added a helipad, and we also added hangars for ourselves on the airfield. But other than that, this is accurate to the real world. So we think that you'll enjoy it. If you're looking for a good regional airport in the south central U.S., this might be the place for you. All right, let me go up here. I'm going to use flow and see if I can change the time of day. My flow settings got reconfigured here, so yeah, there we go. Not where I was expecting it to be. All right, so anyway, if you haven't used flow, this is great. Makes it very, very easy to change time of day. So you can see, all the runway and taxiway lights here are present as you would expect. And we'll go even darker here. We'll go all the way down so that you can get an idea of what this is going to look like if you have a nighttime departure or landing. And let's get the flow out of the way. At any rate, kudos to the other dog at Two Dogs Designs. This is great work. So there you have it. We have walked through our collection of airport favorites available in both 2020 and 2024. I would say that Muscle Shoals, we're still making some final edits and doing some QA on a couple of cool add-in features we're adding to this particular airfield. So stay tuned for a video on that. We'll showcase what we've added here once that's good to go. All right, if you haven't already done so, please like and subscribe. We'd love to have you as a subscriber on the channel. And as I mentioned in the intro, this is going to be a multi-part series. So next up, we are going to take a look at our favorite Freeware aircraft from 2024, either newly released or things that we have discovered during the past year or so that we have really enjoyed flying. So I'm going to leave it here. Hope everybody's keeping well. Until next time. Cheers, y'all.